Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back, and I hope you're doing fantastic out there. In this video today, we have another offering from FIREMAPLE. This is a stove model FMS 103. Let's take a closer look. I'm excited about this one. So here's the stove, FMS 103 gas stove, uses a Lindell canister type fuel. Here is your parts breakdown, so if you're curious about anything like number 2 for example, that is the burner top. Here is the back of the package, so you can see that this is a camping gas stove, stainless steel, copper, and aluminum alloy, 10,900 BTUs. That is fantastic. So they say that it'll boil 1 liter of water in 3.5 minutes. That is absolutely wonderful. The dimensions folded is 2.7 inches by 3.8 inches, and it weighs 3.6 ounces. Certifications listed for the stove, and then again here on the side of the package, strong power output, ultra light, and economic. Now, the funny thing about this is the packaging. I had trouble figuring out how to open it. It actually opens from the side, so the stove pulls out of the box just like that, and it comes in a nice little protective case. So I like that it comes with this case. I think that is fantastic. There's the stove itself, and then of course you do get some instructions. I don't pay too much attention to this. It's a stove, really. You plug it into gas and you turn it on. You light it and it heats up your water. Pretty simple. That stove looks nice. Look at those pot supports. They come out like this. You do have a wind protector here on the burner head. The flame adjustment knob flips out like that. And that is a nice looking little stove. Nice pot supports. So if you had a small pot, I mean, it would fit on there. Something small like that, that would fit on there. So let me make sure this is off. We will turn this on. We'll thread that fuel canister on. We'll set that puppy down right there in the sand. So let's turn the valve on till I can hear the gas. And light that bad boy up. Now, we're gonna let that burner heat up a little bit. I have my pot here. This is got about 8 ounces of water in it. Okay, let's bring that water up to a boil. In case you're curious about the tea that I'm making today, this is Echinacea Plus. This is good for your immunity. It's in the fall and cold season's coming in, so I don't want to get sick. How's our water doing? I'm already showing light bubbles down in there. And it's a little bit windy outside today, so bear with me. Okay, I'm at a heavy rolling boil, so let's go ahead and turn that off. It didn't take long at all to bring that to a boil. That was quick. Of course, it's only 8 ounces of water I think I had in there. So let's just go ahead and drop my tea down in there. Put the lid on and let it steep for 5 minutes. We'll see you in a few. I love this pot because it has the bell as well as the butterfly handles, and the stove worked absolutely fantastic. Even with the slight breeze out here today, it worked really good. I like that wind deflector on there. So I'm happy about this stove. Worked good. There's a look at that tag in case you're curious about it. I usually take them off of my stoves. Let's flip it around. Feel free to pause if you want to read that. This is a beautiful looking stove. I love how these pot supports just fold in just like that. That is nice. The flame adjustment was easy. This stove was very easy to use. So now I'm just gonna enjoy this beautiful day, let my tea cool down, and thank God for all the blessings that I have in my life. Just warms the whole chest. This is what life's about, folks. Oh, that's delicious tea. Traditional medicinals. Wind's been kicking up today, so it's been a challenge filming. That's it, all gone. Okay, let's go ahead and take a minute and do a 1 liter boil test. This is just tap water. It's a little chilly, so I'm not going to say it's cold water, but it's chilly water. So let's go ahead and set that on the FMS 103. Let's turn that flame up, and we will start our timer here. Right there. Let's get this all going. The 3-minute mark, and look at that, we are already at a heavy rolling boil. I'm going to stop the time. 3 minutes and 6 seconds. That is absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at the flame control of the stove, and it looks like the flame control is very nice simmering ability. And as you can see, this 1.5 liter pot with 1 liter of water in it has no problem being held by the pot supports on this little stove. Okay, let's take a look at that flame control. I mean, you can go down to almost nothing. So if you want like a real light simmer, or all the way up to heavy rolling boil. Just fine. So the flame control is wonderful on this stove. So I just got done doing a heavy boil test, and this body part of the stove is still cool to the touch. It's cool enough, even though the stove is still hot, I can grab this with no problems. So it doesn't get hot. Some stoves you gotta wait a couple minutes just to grab this, just to take the fuel off, but not the case on this stove here. So my final thoughts on this stove, this FMS 103, I really like this stove. This is a tried and true design. I love the fact that it has that 3-way wind deflector. So if you got wind coming from one direction, the other 2 will stay lit. That is fantastic. The legs fold up very easily. You fold up this handle and that's it. It's not hard to figure this stove out. Very, very simple. I love the fact that it comes with this little case. And my question always is there enough room in there to fit a lighter? Look, you could probably put 3 or 4 Bic lighters in there. Plenty of room. I really like this stove. I want to say thank you to FIREMAPLE for sending this stove out for review. I think I'm going to do a lot of things with it. This is a light stove. You can throw it in this, throw it in your pack. You don't have to worry about things compressing it and bending the arms on the stove. I think it's wonderful. So if you're interested in this stove, I'll put a link in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you guys have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.